Welcome to my kitchen and our Marching In with Casseroles collaboration. Let's get started on this one. Now this one here is going to be a chicken, and I'm going to look at it here. It's a chicken pot pie casserole, and I'm going to read the ingredients because when I get started, you know me, my mouth, I might forget something, but I'm going to have all the ingredients posted down below, the amount and everything that you use. If you want to double it, that's fine. You can double it. You need 1 medium potato. You need 1/3 cup of butter, 1 medium onion. You need 2 garlic cloves, 3/4 of a teaspoon of poultry salt, and 1/3 cup of flour, and you need 1 1/2 cups of milk. You're going to need 1 1/4 cups of chicken broth. So, and if you canned your own chicken, don't forget you're going to have probably that much close to it when you get your chicken out. And then you'll need 2 1/2 cups of frozen vegetables. You're going to want to thaw those vegetables first. Then you're going to need salt and pepper to your liking, okay? Now, I'm not going to put my salt and pepper in. I'll put pepper in probably, but not salt until after I get my ingredients all mixed together, because some of them have pepper in them, some of them have seasoning in them, but some of them have salt in them, and you don't want it to have too much salt. So I'm going to wait till I'm finished because we don't use a lot of salt. So you might want to try that out too. Now I've got my oven preheating at 400 degrees. So I'm going to get rid of my onion peels. Probably drop them on the floor, but that's okay. I can clean them up. Or if I'm lucky, my husband will get that one off my finger if I can. Okay, now we're going to chop this up to go in the dish. And first I'm going to go over to my stove. I've got my skillet out. What I want to do, you're going to need 3/4 of a stick of butter. So you're going to take and let that be melting, because you're going to put all your ingredients in this. So we're not going to get too big of a hurry with it, because it takes time to get everything cut up and put together. So I hope everybody's been having a nice week. I know we've been having some good weather, and then we had my husband even mowed the yard once. I mean, come on. But he wouldn't today, because I think it was 20 some degrees this morning when he got up. So he wouldn't have mowed today, but it's getting about that time, and I am so glad. I want to get outside so bad. My son-in-law and my youngest grandson came down Saturday and cut down 1, 2, I think 3 trees. We kind of tried to get them out front, because what of it my grandson didn't take home with him. We put out by the road because we live in town, and the city, we're lucky because the city picks up all of our trash, anything like that we put out, they'll pick it up. So, and you're supposed to put 2 garlic cloves, but you know me and my garlic. I love my garlic, so I just put in a handful. So I put them in after I get my onion starting to saute. So I'm going to put my garlic in there. And then I'm going to put my seasoning in there. Now you'll want to take your your potato, and you'll want to dice that up. Cook it until it's tender, and then cut that up, dice it up, because that's going to go in your dish. So while that's sauteing, I'm going to go ahead and get some of my chicken ready. And I took some of my chicken out. I took it out of the cans, and I put it in the microwave so I could get it a little bit, so I could take it apart a little bit better, because I don't dice mine up real thin like in squares like a lot of people do. Rinse my hand off here. But while I stuck it in the microwave for just about 2 minutes, and oh, did that smell good. It smelled like I was having baked chicken for dinner tonight. It just smelled so good. I tell you, it's so nice to have on hand canned chicken or turkey or any kind of canned meat, hamburger, anything that you can can. Okay, I think I've got that enough. I think I'm going to add just another tablespoon of butter. You'll know whether you need it or not. I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon in that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of flour, about 1/4 of a cup. And you're going to start adding your broth in. Once I start adding that broth in, I'm going to add a little bit more of my flour. Well, I guess I'll just add it all. Get that in there good. Oh, those onions and that garlic smell so good. You know how that is. That garlic and onions. I'm just going to add all of it. Onions and garlic smell so good cooking together. Then I had that chicken broth to it. Then we're going to add, as soon as that gets, turn my fire back up a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of milk to it. That's why I said I was going to give you the directions before I started, the ingredients, because I'd get talking and forget about what I was doing here and wouldn't give you the right amount. But this is going to be so good for dinner tonight. That'd be good for any meal. We're going to get that cooking a little bit there, and once it starts cooking, I'm going to let it cook at a nice even temperature there for about a minute. Okay, I think I'm going to put my potatoes in that now. And then I'm going to add my thawed out. Make sure your veggies are thawed. I'm going to add my veggies. That looks good. So my daddy always said, that looks almost good enough to eat. He'd tease Mommy. He'd walk through the kitchen. He'd say, well, Mom, that looks almost good enough to eat. She'd just shake her head at him. little more chicken. Now that down in the bottom there I'd already cut up, so I'm going to add just a little bit more of that. I like chicken, as y'all well know. I'll save that for something else. Okay, now we're going to put it over in our casserole dish. Excuse me. Don't that just look yummy? It's going to get even yummier. Is that a word? Well, we're going to say it is, because I'm going to put some biscuits on it. I know I should have baked some, but I didn't. I'm not Greg. Greg would have baked them, but not his mama. Not his mama. Boy, my mama would say, Vera, what are you doing? Canned biscuits. Well, the recipe called for them, Mama. That's what I'd say. I'd say, the recipe called for them. You gotta do what the recipe says, don't you? And we're gonna just lay these on top of it, like that. That one like that. I'm gonna leave that like that. Okay, wow. I'm gonna have a nice dinner. Y'all ought to come on over and eat with me. Yeah. Now I'm gonna put this in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes until my biscuits get hot, get brown on top. And once they get brown on top, I'm not going to cover it. Once the biscuits get brown on top, I'm going to take them out and set it up here and rub a little bit of butter on them and let it cool for just about 10 minutes so that everything underneath gets good. And then I'll be back. Okay, I am back. It took 25 minutes. I think it's going to depend on what brand of biscuits that you buy. So, a quick review here. This is the March collaboration of Casseroles, and Greg is putting this on, my son, and he has a wonderful giveaway this time. You're going to have to go to every channel, and you're going to want to anyway, because I'm telling you, these casseroles are absolutely wonderful. I'm making a casserole book because you know me, I love my casseroles. But he's giving away so many wonderful, wonderful gifts. You're going to want them. And you have to go to each channel in order to win these. He's going to be giving them all to one person. So go to the channels, comment about them, and also make yourself a casserole book, because you'll never regret doing that. I know I haven't so far. Now I think I've talked enough to get this cool enough that might be able to get a bite of it. So, but this is my chicken casserole. And I gave you all the, it's my chicken pot pie casserole, and I gave you all the ingredients ahead of time. But also, I am also going to be putting all these down, the recipe and all the ingredients down below. Try it. I'm sure you're going to love it. Your husband is going to love it. The kids are going to love it. And it's 2 dishes. This one and your skillet. So, let's see what we have. I guess I could have took the biscuit out first and laid it aside, but I didn't want to do that. I'm going to get some more of that. Oh, that chicken looks delicious. I made a mess, but I'm good at that, aren't I? You know I am. So you're allowed to say yes, and I agree with you. I am very messy. So here we go. Got your potatoes, your carrots, your chicken, your green beans, your biscuit. Oh, yum, 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 yum. You got everything in there. Doesn't that look absolutely wonderful? I think it does. And I think you and your family is going to love that. I'm going to try it. It's hot. Oh, but it is so good. I'm telling you, that is delicious. And it depends on how long your biscuits take to get done, is how long it'll take to get done. But that is delicious. You're going to want to try it. So, stay tuned for more wonderful casseroles, because we're going to be bringing them to you until the end of March. Now we've got to squeeze. We've got to squeeze some Easter things in there somewhere. I don't know where or how, but we're going to do it. I don't know. Anyway, I really thank you for watching this, and I hope you're really enjoying this, because I sure am. These casseroles are wonderful, and I really appreciate all the ladies that's helping us do them. And I love each and every one of you out there that's watching it and supporting us. So just stay with us, because we love you so much. And we really thank you bunches for all your comments and for everybody that you're sending to us also. So thumbs up to you, and try this. You're going to love it. Thank you bunches.